This is another video on who I think Firelord Izumi's mother, or potentially Firelord Zuko's wife, could have been. Um, so, First, let's review. Obviously, Zuko and May broke up again in the Promise comic, and May got a new boyfriend later, but then she broke up with her new boyfriend Kilo in the Smoke and Shadow comic. So potentially May and Zuko could have gotten together, and of course we have to mention that Izumi and May have the same chin. So yeah, who is Izumi's mother, or Zuko's wife? And I floated the idea that Izumi's mother was a palace concubine because, kings have a lot of concubines, and being the king of the Fire Nation, Fire Lord Zuko maybe had concubines in the palace. Or it's possible that, maybe Fire Lord Zuko just used a surrogate, because a lot of men do use surrogates and a lot of women do use sperm donors. So, as I've said, maybe Zuko just used a surrogate to have Izumi, and maybe Toph used a sperm donor for Sue, but that's beside the point. The point is, it could be those theories that I mentioned, but the one that I really want to get to are some, how do I say it, unique ideas, possibilities. So first and foremost, I want to bring up the girl, Jin or Yin or whatever her name was, the Earth Kingdom girl that Zuko went on a date with in the Tales of Ba Sing Se. And so it could have been her. Maybe he reached out to her again and then they got together. Maybe she moved to the Fire Nation. Alternatively, oh, by the way, I really think Mako and Bolin's grandmother should have just been the girl that Zuko went on the date with in the Earth Kingdom, because that would have just been a nice tie-in. But moving on, the second possibility I want to raise is Song. Remember that episode in Book 2, Earth, when Iroh made tea out of that poisonous flower and he nearly died, so he had to go to the hospital. And the woman treating him in the hospital was really nice, and she invited Zuko and Iroh, or as they call themselves, Junior Mushi, to have roast duck at their house. So they went to her house for dinner, and then after dinner, Zuko stole her horse, her ostrich horse. And then there was a little scene of her looking out her door, and she looked really depressed and sad that Zuko betrayed her like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm talking about that girl. I thought she was a good character, even though she appeared only once. And honestly, I kind of like the idea that maybe that girl, Song, later married Zuko, maybe found him again, married him, and then had Izumi. So Izumi's mother could be her. And then, of course, I do have to mention, and people are saying, oh, maybe Suki or maybe Katara, but I mean, no. Obviously not Katara, that's just completely ridiculous. And with Suki, no, but I mean, I guess theoretically Suki could have been the surrogate that Zuko used, but yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure that they have the surrogate technology in the Avatar universe, so maybe that theory is just completely invalid, surrogates and sperm donors, because maybe they just don't have the technology in Avatar. But yes, the point of this video is that Song, I would like for Izumi's mother to, not that I would like it, but I think it would just be a cool idea if Izumi's mother was Song, the girl who saved Iroh's life after he drank poisonous tea, or Jin, the girl that Zuko went on a date with. But I mean, I'm fine if they never reveal it either. And as I've said, I think that Zuko probably has a lot of other children as well, and Izumi probably has a lot of other children other than Iroh Jr. So